join me on one of Japan's premium sightseeing trains, with a view that surpasses almost any other. This has to be one of the best seats on any train. There are also private cabins and an upper deck restaurant with delicious hot meals, except it turns out I don't have a valid ticket. Oops. Find out what happens on the Shimakaze. We'll start our journey on the largest peninsula of Japan's main island, Honshu, the Kai Peninsula. Hi, we're in the Japanese coastal city of Toba, best known for oysters and cultured pearls. But today we're looking for a premium experience of a different kind, travelling on the Kintetsu Railway, and we're heading to Kyoto. So why don't you come along and find out what this train is like. Toba is located on the northeastern tip of Shima Peninsula, which extends into the Pacific Ocean. Toba is about 130 kilometres east of Osaka. Commercial fishing and pearl cultivation are major industries here. The railway station is located close to the ferry terminal and harbour. The station is jointly operated by Central Japan Railway Company, or JR Central, and private railway operator Kintetsu, which means you'll see a good variety of rolling stock. Outside the station, you'll find this statue dedicated to the man who in 1893 produced the first cultured pearl in the world. In the station, you'll find ticket machines. That's our train. There are luggage lockers, and of course the ever ubiquitous vending machines. There are some nice views of the bay from the station. You can also pick up Kintetsu Railway souvenirs from the local shops. The Shimakaze is a premium sightseeing limited express train, so quite popular, with most services sold out. As I haven't booked tickets in advance, I'll need to take the Kyoto service. You can buy tickets from the counter or do this online. Before we head to the platform, let's look at where this special sightseeing train runs. All trains run to and from Kashikojima. From there, the Shimakaze runs to Osaka, Nagoya, and our destination, Kyoto. There's typically one service a day in each direction. Trains in Japan are often decorated to celebrate nearby attractions, such as this local service. These markings show where your carriage will be on the platform, based on train type.
Shimakaze, a limited express ticket, and an extra ticket for limited express Shimakaze are needed in addition to a basic fare ticket.
Our train is arriving. The Shimakaze is operated by the Kintetsu 50,000 series train. Introduced in 2013, there are 3 sets in service covering the 3 routes. As the announcement says, a special supplement is required to take this train. We'll cover that later. The train has really good acceleration and the ride is very smooth. Welcome aboard the Shimakaze, and we're in a salon, which means we have this little booth to ourselves, at least for the first section. For most of the journey, I've booked a single premium seat, so we'll move to that at the next station. All the train's features are pointed out in this brochure here. This train also features a bar car or cafe car, so you can order food and drink. This is one of Japan's only trains in normal service to feature a dining car, which we'll check out later. Most trains with dining cars run special tourist or charter services. A bit bright, so we can put the electric blind down a little bit, just to get that sun out of our eyes. We'll start by travelling northwest parallel to Ise Bay before turning slightly south to cross the mountains on the Osaka line. We'll make a sharp turn to the north in Yamato Yagi to start heading towards our destination, Kyoto. The seats are certainly very comfortable, but probably don't need a whole bay of 6 for one person. The onboard crew came around and gave a commemorative boarding certificate celebrating the 10th anniversary of the train. It's got a stamp on the back, which is often a thing they do in Japan, and a towelette branded, I think, with the train's icon.
M74.
We're now coming into the next station, which means it's time to change seats. Because I had to book 4 seats to secure the Salon, it cost 5,040 yen, so not something you'd want to do every day. Time to find our seat for the next segment. I've moved to car 6, which is at the front of the train. Have you ever been on a train with a better view? If so, please let me know in the comments. This is the next best thing to being the driver.
We will soon make a stop at Iseshi. Station number M73.
Unlike most conventional railways in Japan, this line is standard gauge. Most conventional lines, and by that I mean non-Shinkansen lines, are narrow gauge in Japan. Who doesn't love a green signal? Let's check out the leather seat. The tray table is in the armrest. It has both half and full positions. The wood veneer gives it a premium look. You adjust both the leg rest and backrest with these electric controls. You can inflate and deflate the lumbar cushion, and there's even a massage function, plus a reading lamp. I could sit here for hours admiring the view. There's a laminated guide which explains the seat functions. It's in both Japanese and English. If you reserve a private room, it includes an attendant call button. I like how the brochure explains there may be a delay before the attendant appears, as if people expect it to happen instantaneously. It's surprising to see workers on this rail bridge while we cross it. To our left is the narrow gauge JR line. With a change of train, you can follow this north to Nagoya. The seating in this carriage is elevated by 72 centimetres to provide good views from the large windows. Free Wi-Fi is available. You can move the headrest up and down. Here's the reading light. There's also electrically operated blinds. We're now on Kintetsu Railways Osaka line. It's the longest double-track railway not owned by a JR company. You can tell we're climbing. but the train seems to do it with ease. Although this looks like a single line, the second track is in a separate tunnel to our north. There are overhead luggage racks. Seating is in a 2x1 arrangement. There's 1,250mm between each row, also known as the seat pitch. I understand these front seats are incredibly popular and sell out almost as soon as they go on sale, so you might wonder how I got my seat when I only booked it today. Well, I'll cover that shortly. The city of Nabari has a population of about 80,000 people, but as our train is a limited express, we're not stopping. No doubt some of my pronunciations are a bit off, but I've tried my best. We've now entered Nara Prefecture. We're about 60 kilometres from Osaka. This is a relatively quiet station with just 100 passengers per day. You've got to appreciate the lush mountain scenery. Enjoy the final views from the front cab, as I didn't actually have a valid ticket. So I accidentally booked the wrong train. Didn't book this one, booked the one before it. But in the end it all worked out okay because I got to try out seat 1A, which I wouldn't have been able to do if I'd successfully booked the right train, because I think that carriage was fully booked, except for the segment that I just took. The crew was very understanding of my mistake and let me rebook on my phone from the following station, but those front seats are not available. Here are some more features of this train, in case you're needing to store your luggage, and you can do so securely. Here we have the wash basin, the usual. Soap, water and dryer. This is my newly booked seat. The vast majority of seats on board are premium seats like these. There is a designated smoking room if you need to smoke. How about a private cabin? The Japanese style private room has a low table and legless chairs. You're meant to take off your shoes in this space to relax. Okay, let's check out the restaurant car. Rather than using my seat, I'm keen to try the food in the cafe car. We have to head to the other end of the carriage to enter. There's lots of railway merchandise on sale. Thankfully, there's space available upstairs. So the crew will direct you to a seat and take your order. Options include a pork cutlet sandwich and drink set for 1,000 yen, or a cake and drink set for 1,350 yen, but I'm keen for a hot meal. Options include beef curry, grilled beef, and rice and clam seafood pilaf. The menu features famous foods from the train's route. There are also soft drinks, juice, coffee and tea. We're now at the junction station Yamato-Yagi. We'll change from the Osaka line to the Kashihara line. You can even get Shimakaze branded beer. There's 2 levels for the cafe. I'm on the upper level. This is well timed. Now it's going to get dark. There are 13 seats up here and 6 downstairs. Given we started this trip by the ocean, I'm craving seafood, so I'm going for the clam seafood pilaf, which costs 1,800 yen. I think you're meant to press this when you want to order. We're now coming into the evening peak on a Monday night, so there'll probably be lots of commuters on the way home. Starting with the highball, which is our whiskey cocktail, and some crackers and nuts. They even have themed coasters. Kanpai. Dinner is served. A Kintetsu train depot. We're approaching a junction with the Nara line. Nara is famous for bowing deer. And here we see many commuters on their way home. It's surprisingly good for a relatively cheap meal on a train. Even the rice has a delicious seafood flavour. The crew take any final orders before coming to settle the bill. All up, the drink, rice crackers and nuts, and the hot meal cost 2,700 yen. I think that's quite reasonable for the quality of the food. It was totally worth it. This is the Western style private room. It can seat 3 to 4 people on this couch. It's promoted as being like a living room. You can adjust the room temperature here. Back in my assigned seat, and yes, this time I have the right ticket. This ticket costs 1,660 yen, including a limited express charge and an extra fee for the Shimakaze. While the seat is the same design as the one in the front carriage, this one has a tray table on the seat in front.
We will be arriving at Tambabashi in approximately 5 minutes.
Just because we're not in the leading car doesn't mean we can't see the view from the cab. Here's some sample footage from earlier. If you take the full route from Kyoto to Kashikojima, it will cost you 6,150 yen at the time of editing. That comprises the basic fare, the limited express charge, and an extra fee for the Shimakaze.
This is the Kintetsu Limited Express Shimakaze bound for Kyoto. The next stop is Kyoto.
地下鉄烏丸線はお乗り換えです。ごいただきありがとうございました。
We will soon make a stop at Kyoto. Thank you for taking the Kintetsu Limited Express Shimakaze.
Kyoto is Japan's 9th most populous city. If you're in Kyoto, I highly recommend visiting the Railway Museum, which has an open-air viewing deck affording views such as these. Here's a final look at the premium seats aboard this Kintetsu Railway train service as we get off in Kyoto. Kintetsu Railway has an eclectic range of trains. The limited express Vista car operates across the Kintetsu network. The middle 2 cars of the 4-car train are double-deckers. Our train will head back to the depot shortly. If you want to help me make more videos like this one, support the channel by becoming a channel member. You'll get early access to videos and other perks. follow the link in the description. Thank you. I'm not the only one filming this special train. Wow, what a train. The Shimakaze was a great experience. And that front car with the view, the same as the driver, was very impressive. Hard to beat, really. So I definitely recommend trying to book that seat if you can, but I believe it's probably hard to secure unless you just happen to accidentally get on the wrong train, as I did. So thanks for coming along with me. I'm using my JR pass to take the Shinkansen to Osaka. From one high-speed train to another. In my next video, we're in South Korea for a trip on the Korea Train Express, commonly known as the KTX. These trains look a lot like the French TGV, and there's a good reason for that, which we'll explore. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. Hope to see you then.